The Costa Concordia was a massive cruise ship operated by Costa Cruises, a subsidiary of the Carnival Corporation. On January 13, 2012, the ship ran aground off the coast of the Italian island of Giglio, resulting in the deaths of 32 people and a disaster that would become known as one of the worst maritime accidents in modern history. This tragic event shook the world and left many wondering how such a disaster could have occurred. In this video, we will examine the events leading up to the sinking of the Costa Concordia and the aftermath of the disaster. Join the Knowledge Now community by subscribing to our channel and never stop learning, with new videos every week to expand your mind and broaden your horizons. The Costa Concordia was a huge vessel, measuring 290 meters long and weighing 114,137 gross tons. It was one of the largest cruise ships in the world at the time of its launch in 2006, capable of carrying over 3,780 passengers and crew. On the night of the disaster, the ship was en route from Civitavecchia, near Rome, to Savona, a popular port city in northwest Italy. The disaster began when the Costa Concordia struck a reef off the coast of Giglio, causing a 50-meter gash in the ship's hull. This resulted in massive flooding and power loss, leaving the ship adrift and without steering capabilities. The captain of the ship, Francesco Schettino, attempted to bring the vessel to shore, but his actions were questionable and led to further tragedy. Schettino had deviated from the ship's approved course to perform a maneuver known as a salute, in which the ship sails close to the shore to give passengers a better view of the coast. However, in this instance, the Costa Concordia was sailing too close to the coast and struck the reef. Schettino initially denied that the ship had hit anything, even though the damage was clearly visible. As the situation on board the Costa Concordia deteriorated, the captain abandoned the ship before all passengers and crew had been evacuated, a violation of maritime law. Schettino claimed that he had fallen into a lifeboat and could not get back onto the ship, but the truth was that he had left voluntarily. This action led to charges of manslaughter, causing a shipwreck, and abandoning ship against Schettino. The rescue operation was one of the largest in maritime history, with over 4,200 people on board the Costa Concordia at the time of the disaster. Rescue teams worked tirelessly to evacuate passengers and crew from the sinking ship, but the chaos and confusion of the situation made the operation extremely difficult. In the end, 32 people lost their lives, including passengers and crew members from Italy, Germany, France, Spain, and the United States. The aftermath of the Costa Concordia disaster was felt around the world. The incident highlighted the need for better safety measures and emergency protocols on cruise ships, as well as the importance of following approved routes and procedures. It also raised questions about the role of the captain in ensuring the safety of passengers and crew. The legal ramifications of the disaster were significant, with Costa Cruises and its parent company, Carnival Corporation, facing numerous lawsuits and hefty fines. The captain, Francesco Schettino, was sentenced to 16 years in prison for his role in the disaster, although the sentence was later reduced to 12 years on appeal. The tragedy also sparked a debate about the environmental impact of cruise ships and their presence in sensitive marine ecosystems. The sinking of the Costa Concordia was a major disaster that had a profound impact on the world. It was a stark reminder of the importance of safety measures on cruise ships and the devastating consequences of human error. The loss of life and the long-term consequences of the disaster continue to be felt today, and the story of the Costa Concorde. The Costa Concordia disaster resulted in the loss of 32 lives and was a tragedy that could have been prevented. The sinking of the ship brought to light several issues, including inadequate safety measures, human error, and lack of proper training that need to be addressed to prevent such incidents in the future. One of the main causes of the Costa Concordia disaster was the lack of proper safety measures on the ship. The ship's evacuation plan was inadequate, with not enough lifeboats to accommodate all the passengers and crew. The ship's captain also failed to initiate an evacuation in a timely manner, which led to many passengers being trapped on the sinking ship. Additionally, the ship's crew was not properly trained in emergency procedures, which led to confusion and chaos during the evacuation. Another contributing factor to the disaster was human error. The ship's captain, Francesco Schettino, made several mistakes that led to the accident. He deviated from the ship's planned course and steered the ship too close to the island of Giglio, which caused it to hit a rock and capsize. He also failed to alert the Coast Guard of the incident and delayed the evacuation, which led to many lives being lost. The aftermath of the Costa Concordia disaster brought about significant changes in the cruise industry. New safety measures were put in place, such as requiring all crew members to undergo extensive training in emergency procedures and increasing the number of lifeboats on ships. Cruise companies also started to focus more on passenger safety and ensuring that their ships were equipped with the latest safety technology. However, despite these changes, there is still a long way to go in ensuring the safety of passengers and crew members on cruise ships. In conclusion, the Costa Concordia disaster was a tragic event that resulted in the loss of many lives. It was a wake-up call for the cruise industry to take safety more seriously and ensure that proper measures are in place to prevent such incidents from occurring in the future. While progress has been made, there is still much work to be done to ensure the safety of all those who travel by sea. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos.